Happy Friday, everybody. What's up? Happy Friday. It's New Music Day. It's an exclusive, everybody. And I am so glad to be on here with who? My boo, Crissy Collins.
Oh, you so silly. What's up, babies?
What's going on? I've been trying to talk to you forever.
Well, can I help it that you so busy that you can't call nobody?
You know what? Can I help it that you can't keep the same number because you celebrity
Oh,
status
no,
and
no,
you can't
no,
believe
no, no,
it?
no, no,
Maybe-
no, no. We ain't even gonna do it because you have always been able to get in contact with me, my darling.
Okay.
You're just a busy beaver. I'm gonna be like you when I grow up.
Trust me, I'm only following in your footsteps. So,
No,
so I just
no.
want everybody to say hello to Crissy Collins, longtime friend. I'm so happy and proud of her, all the accomplishments that she has been able to make,
Mhm.
and you are doing tremendously well. And I don't even know. I just want to see how many people going yet, but it's people coming on. So I just want to say too, if y'all
What's
don't
that?
know Crissy, she's a singing heifer. I don't mean to call you a heifer, but
See, well, it takes a singer to know a singer. How
Uh,
about that?
thank you. You know what? And I just want to tell everybody now, I get to say, because let me tell you, Crissy has sung background for Monica, Kelly Price, Fantasia, and y'all know Beyonce. And she's been in Tyler Perry movies and plays and singing all that stuff. And guess who else she sung background for before? Me. Thank you.
That's right. It was like, who you talking about? Who you talking about? That's you.
That's see, you know what? I'm gonna just start off like this. What was one of the craziest experiences you've ever experienced with me?
You know what? There really wasn't no crazy experience.
Thank you.
Honestly, I think what it is that I knew you. I knew your spirit, and I know how you are, and you are a perfectionist.
Hmm.
So I kind of know when my spirit matched yours, I know what I needed to do and when I needed to fall back and just watch and observe. So it wasn't that you were a difficult person because you're not a difficult person. You just have a way that you want things done and the way you want things to be executed. And so that made me actually being with you helped me to when I sung background with other people to be observant.
Wow, that is beautiful. Thank you. I'm
Yeah.
glad you got that from me. And I don't.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a big thing coming from you.
It
Like,
it helps when you are a singer, artist, and if you're all here and that's what you are, to be a background singer
hmm,
is the best thing
yeah,
because it helps you to be an artist.
that's
You have
right.
to learn to be observant and watch the person that you are with because it's
That's right.
not about you. Being with you, even though you made me feel welcome and you allowed me to be me. You didn't try to put no lid over my head or anything like that. But it was you allowed me to see, okay, it's not about me and be about the artist that you're with. So then I took that with me so that when I was with Monica, Kelly Price, Gloria Gaynor, Luther
Yeah,
Vandross, all these people, I was like, you know what, let me sit in my lane and let me watch them and let me see what's gonna make them happy.
that's
Okay, I
right.
gotta learn I had to learn how to sing like you. I had to learn how to hear, the way you end your notes and
Hmm.
how you start and everything so I can match so I won't be sounding like Crissy, but I'll be sounding like Kevin.
Ah, thank you. And I want to say the same thing to you. You've given me a lot of courage because I used to back in the day, and when I used to see you as well. You never, ever, ever failed in just showing up and being present and doing your
Oh
thing.
man.
And I learned a lot of that from you. So when
Man.
even when you sang with me, that was like a blessing.
And I
So
had fun. You didn't
wow.
call me no more after that, but it was fun. I thought I did a good job.
You did.
I thought I was being the one. I thought I was
You
gonna be
you went on to do Monica and Beyonce and them and Kelly Price. Now that Kelly Price, you was out there for a minute. So
yes, I was with Kelly for 8 years. People don't know that I was with her for about what was it, 8 and a half, 9 years. I was
mhm,
with her. Hmm.
mm. Wow, life is good
Yeah.
though, huh?
Life is life is amazing. God is blessing in the midst of this mess that's going on in the world. He's blessing. And I'm enjoying every bit of it.
Well, even before we get to that, I want to say something too. There was a time after you sang with me and stuff. I went to New York for a while,
Yes, you
and
did.
I remember going to a play,
Hmm.
and I'm sitting there, and I'm at the Beacon Theater, the Beacon
Yep, the
Theater,
beacon.
and I'm
Beacon.
like, and I'm at a Tyler Perry play of all, that's our homie. I'm at a
Oh,
Tyler Perry play, and I'm like, there was a scene. I forgot what was the name of that play. Medea Go.
Medea goes to jail.
That's right. And I'm sitting there, and I'm seeing a jail person singing, and I'm like, that's Crissy. That's Crissy. And I didn't even know you was in it. Then I came backstage and saw you afterwards, and we had a good old time. Uh-oh, Crissy, where you went? Where you went to? Well, that's how it happens. Celebrities pop in and they pop out. Hopefully she'll pop back on. I don't know what happened to her, but she'll pop back on. And we got all these people. I just want to give shouts out. Shout out to Gloria, shout out to Donna Ray, Jody, shout out to Chris Jackson, shout out to my mom because everybody's watching. I see. Thank y'all for coming on. Yeah, we're talking to Crissy Collins, so we're gonna wait and let her get back in. But Crissy has been in Atlanta for a while, and she has been doing some amazing things. Like she said, she was with Kelly Price for 8 years. Then she went on to she sung background for Monica, and here she comes. Yes, all right.
Honey, the studio life don't stop.
Oh, somebody called you?
Like, yeah, the studio life. No, I'm at the studio working on my project.
Okay.
So I was like, for me to do this, I was like, you know what? I gotta be my boy Kevin.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I got to be with you. So anyway, yes, Tyler Perry, Medea goes to jail. You saw me in that, and I didn't tell nobody I was doing it either.
Nope. Nope.
Mm.
And you know what was funny? We was backstage. I was backstage talking to you, and then all of a sudden, um, Tamika from Escape drove up in the car, and we all just
Yes,
remember that night. That is so funny. And then you went on Medea Goes to Jail. Then you was in the actual movie too, right?
yes. I
And
was in the actual movie for a minute, and then I was in A Family That Pray,
mm-hmm.
and then I did the play Big Happy Family.
Wow,
And
wow,
I
and
was doing Big Happy Family while I was on break with Beyonce. So while I was on break with Beyonce, I was doing Tyler Perry, and then after Tyler Perry ended, I went back to Beyonce.
wow. And I know you've been all over the world, Beyonce. How does that work? Like, how do you find those type of gigs? Like,
I
everybody,
didn't,
but tell
I
us,
didn't,
you didn't,
I didn't.
and how did that happen?
I was doing Medea Goes to Jail, and the creative director Kim Burse was,
Kim,
yes, my baby, my sister Kim came in, and after I saw Yes, Jesus Loves Me, she came to the back. And of course, after Yes, Jesus Loves Me, that was it that you seen of me in the play. So she came in the back during the intermission, and we talked and we exchanged numbers, and we became friends. She actually did my project, Faith in Progress, my
Hmm,
inspirational project.
I
I
remember that.
told her she was going to end up working on my project. And then she did, because she was like, when you make your first CD, I want the first bootleg copy. But she didn't have to do that because she worked on it.
Right.
And
You,
that was it. And I never asked her for a job. She was looking for some singers to do this charity event in New York that B was doing.
mm-hmm.
And she called me, and I was like, okay, take a break, get something to eat, and go back at it. She called me
What?
back 10 minutes later. She called me back 10 minutes later and said, "Are you home?" And I was like, "Yeah, I just got home from doing a play." And she was like, "Okay, I need you to go to New York and sing background for B." I was like, "Yeah, okay, whatever." Of course, no, of course, I didn't believe that it was going to happen. I didn't believe she was going to really make it happen, but it
Right.
really happened. And next thing you know, they called me with my flight information. Went and did the gig, met B. She liked me. She said I was crazy, meaning crazy funny. And she had me introduce. the band while she did a change, and you know how crazy I am.
Yes.
So then, of
I
course,
saw. Go ahead. Go ahead.
no, 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 go ahead.
Saw a YouTube video of Beyonce was going to change clothes, I guess, during her set, and you came out there, and I was like, "That's my Crissy," you know, like I
Yep,
loved it. Yeah,
I
that
came
that
out there wild and free. Introduced the band, had the fans on me, and honey, I saw her and Jay laughing at me. And at the end of the show, she told Kim, "I want her to come back to do the tour." And
wow,
I was like, "Okay."
that's how it
And that
works.
was it. And that
You
was
know,
and that was with the boys. I was with her when the boys
when the guys,
spoke.
yeah,
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 yeah.
wow. So you were there, really? So wait, wait before I go to that segue, a Kim Burst story. We both have her in common too because Kim's been around for a long time. I never
Long
forget,
time.
like my first talent show, Kim Burst was one of the judges, and she was like, "Oh my god!" And she just took a liking to me, and I loved her ever since. Ever
Great
since.
spirit. Great spirit. I'm so glad that God has healed her body because she has been really sick.
Mm,
And it just tells you how good God is. God
right,
is amazing.
amazing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So with that being said, you were with her even before the Mamas came about. You were there first, correct?
No, Montina was there first because she was there doing Destiny's Child.
That's right. Yep.
Right? So it was Montina. And the crazy thing is, me and Montina met before I sung background for B. She
Mm.
was she came to see the play Medea Goes to Jail. And one of our a mutual friend of ours hooked us up so we could be friends. Next thing you know, me and her friends, we talking yada yada yada. Then I end up singing background,
Wow.
which is crazy.
That's crazy. How
Yeah,
how blessed is that? Like to be able to just do something. So thank God for Medea Goes to Jail because that took you
yeah.
places. And artists never know. Like the one thing you
Mm-mm.
do that you consider to be, a
Hmm.
regular thing can take you on to some great, amazing things.
Oh
And
gosh, yeah.
see, and you always getting caught up in the mix. How did you manage to get with Kelly Price?
Oh, I was singing at a church.
Wow.
Your gift will make room for you if you believe in your gift.
Right,
Um,
right.
what was I was singing, what was I doing? Okay, so you making me go back. I was a guest vocalist at a church, and it was actually her church.
Mm,
Back in the day, the church that she attended, her and her family, and her husband at the time, Jeff Rowe, came
right.
to me and said, my wife really loves your voice, and she want to know, do you do background work? And I said, yes, I do. And he was like, my wife is Kelly Price, and she would like to meet you. We talked, and that was it.
Wow. Yeah. And see, we have
Hmm.
another Kelly Price story. I remember back when she got Priceless Music and a radio station, because I can't say, uh,
You can't say who it is,
called
but it
me.
is up.
But Wanda called me. How about that? Wanda
Oh,
called
whoa,
me.
oh,
Wanda
whoa,
called
oh,
me and told me to come down because they wanted me to sing that dreadful song I sung so much was My Funny Valentine. No, I'm not saying dreadful. But Kelly was there. Kelly, Jamie Foxx,
whoa.
Q. Everybody was just rooting for me, and she was starting her label. And I know D Maestro was there too, but I was one of the ones to get on that label, and that was the last time I was in Atlanta because after that, I went
Hmm.
to New York for a while, and then I got
Oh,
another
wow.
situation. Yeah,
Yeah.
so that's the Kelly Price story for me. What about Monica?
Oh, how did I get Monica? That's a really good question. I don't remember.
Yeah.
You know what? I know why? Because I've never auditioned for anything, guys.
Yeah.
I
Wow.
didn't audition. I did not audition. It was like everything that came to me was like word of mouth. Just
Hmm.
like, and I know people don't like him, but I still love him to death. He's a genius in my eyesight. But that's how I got a chance to work with R. Kelly and Akon. A
I
lot of
remember
people didn't
that.
even know
I
that.
remember that.
Right. I mean, a lot of people didn't even know I was the artist. Excuse me, artist producer, and
Right.
for R.
Fan-
Kelly.
and
And
Fantasia. You worked.
yeah,
Yep.
Yeah, that's how I met Fantasia and worked with her in the studio.
Yeah.
And but everything was word of mouth. Oh, I heard about you.
Hmm.
Yeah, I heard your work ethic is good. What you doing? Can I hire you to do something? Sure you can. That's me. So even okay, all right. I don't believe in, how can I put this? What you see is what you get with me.
Hmm.
That's it. I'm
Hmm.
not gonna put on no fake. No, no, I can't be fake. I can't be phony. I can't be a diva because that's what I'm not.
Hmm.
Um, I enjoy what I do. And when you enjoy what you do, when you walk in the room, it's shown.
Right.
People can see it. They don't see the conceitedness. They don't see the diva. See that, oh wow,
Hmm.
this is, I like her. You know what I mean? And
Right. Right.
so that's the thing that is, I believe, what people like about my work ethic
Hmm. I
is
think that's
because
good.
what you see is what you get. Now you don't want to rub me the wrong way because you
Hmm.
may get somebody that you may not like. Because I don't have a filter, but I am a helper and a team player,
Right.
as you know.
I can attest to that. I can attest to that. You've always
Hmm.
been a team player, and you always try to, wrangle the right things together. Because I remember, because I know how I can be, and I remember you helping the background singers and getting it all right like it's supposed to be. I was like, Crissy, that is awesome. That
And
is
it's not my
awesome.
job, but I don't
That's
care
right.
about a job title. See, if y'all can get out, and I'm just saying everybody that's on this a singer, and that's in the business period. If you can get out of the whole, well, it's not my area. It's not certain things. It don't even matter. Just jump in. When
Right.
people see that you are a team player, that means you mean them. And
Mm,
it means that you're not there just for a check, that you want to keep working. Because the whole thing is you want to keep working.
that's right.
They change their minds like crazy.
They really
Artists
do.
change their minds like they change the brand of water they want to drink.
And it's okay. I tell
It's
people all the
fine.
time. Yeah, I tell artists that I work with now, you have two types of entertainers, working and non-working. Which one do you want to be?
And it's nothing wrong with it. It's nothing wrong with change.
Hmm.
I mean, but you just got to be ready for it.
Right.
You
That's
got to
right.
be ready for it. Yeah.
So with all that, Tyler Perry, we before we go to the next segment of that, so the whole Tyler Perry thing, you seem to be one of Tyler's go-to people.
Well, it used to be. Again, y'all know that I am very well, I don't believe in letting people hang on by any thread, okay, or anything like that. Back in the day, it was something like that,
Hmm.
but people move on.
Right.
Like I said, and I do believe his go-to person is David and Tamala Man.
Oh, of
But
course.
at
Of
the,
course.
at the point, it was a great. I always say this: if he never does anything else for me, he let me get on that platform, and he did, and he does call me. Me and him do talk,
Yeah.
and there is a relationship that is not just about the business. He's
Right.
my brother, and I love him. Um,
Hmm.
I did the opening for the Tyler Perry Studios
Yes.
and
Yes.
sung
I know
there, and so I'm happy for him. He's that he was always proud of me because I did stuff on my own.
that.
I
Right.
did not ask for a favor,
And see,
although I could have.
you could have, right. And it's funny, Chrissy, everybody that you mentioned, we all have them in common. Like I
Yeah,
was speaking with Tyler before he was really Tyler.
yeah.
Hey Tyler, call me. I remember. And I don't see him much anymore, but when I do see him, he's still the same. Same person.
Still the same, still fun loving, and those are the people that you want to really be with. And the crazy thing is, everybody, half the people I worked with are Virgos. Tyler's
Oh
a Virgo.
wow. That's
That's
crazy.
the crazy thing. And I was like, what?
You got somebody said something. Somebody said Kurt Barber, by the way. I think he's a singer too. I know
Kurt
Kurt.
Barber is very sweet. I love Kurt.
Yeah,
He has a very unique sound and
yes.
he has a good heart.
He
You
says
know,
he says the first time I saw you was at the Fox Theater in Medea Goes to Jail, and then you were really amazing. That's what he said. You were really amazing.
I love Kurt. Kurt is a very good good person and has been through a lot, but he's never that left God.
Yeah,
He's
every time I see him, he's always
isn't he just a good
always
spirit?
okay. And then he just says, "I discovered you, Kevin." Okay, okay, go ahead. All right, that's interesting too.
Ah,
Atlanta is full of like a lot of
hidden
artists,
gems.
especially when we started. You
Hmm.
know, some of the some of us seeped out, like of course the India, Donnie, Anthony David, Avery, all of us, you, Trina Broussard, myself, just a lot of people. I hope I didn't miss anybody. But with that being said, how did you find it hard to stay in the midst of the Atlanta market? Because you, like myself, it seemed like I'm gonna just say it. You know what? I can say this. We were the ones that everybody said we left and kind of didn't stay with the Atlanta scene. How do you feel about that? Because I know I always saw you outside of Atlanta. Um,
I'm not a part of the Atlanta scene.
okay,
And it's not because I don't want to be. I mean, here's the thing. When you've traveled and you know this, when you come home off of being on the road, you really don't want to go nowhere,
that's true.
especially as a singer. And we have to learn, we can't go to Guitar Center or Sam Ash to pick up our vocal cords. We have
Right,
to get rest. We have to get water. We have to exercise. We have to put vitamins in us. But the most important thing is we have to rest. And I've never been a part of the scene in the first place.
I feel
Like,
you. I feel
I'm
like
not,
you.
I mean, one person gave me this bit of information when I first moved to Atlanta. And that was a long time ago. Well, actually, let me put it like this. When I got on the scene, they said, don't become common because they will, when you become common, they will prostitute your gift.
That's true.
And my whole thing is, nobody gonna prostitute my gift.
Hmm.
You'll see me, I'll come. And it's not that I'm being big and bad bougie or anything like that, but I'm not gonna go to a place every night, every open mic night, and blow out my moneymaker.
That's right. That's right.
Honestly, sometimes the microphones are not good and you be screaming. The musicians, I love all musicians, but sometimes, they play very, very loud and you end up trying to scream over them, which messes up your voice. So,
Right.
that being said, no.
No, I totally get it.
And
I
I love everybody. I love the scene. And I tell anybody, Atlanta is very cliquish. You got to be a part of a clique to make it in this thing. You know, people don't like to hear that. No, we not cliquish. Yeah, you are. Because if I'm on the scene and, like, for instance, and again, I'm being very transparent with you guys because I really don't care. Um,
go for it.
People don't, honestly, they will ask you all day long, why you ain't try to get me on a gig? Why you ain't try to get me on? I said, well, first of all, what have you got me on? Half
Mm,
of the musicians, half of the singers that know me and know you and know, they have connections, but they will not use them. Or you have, again, some musicians, they won't hire you because you don't look the part so they can be with you. Be
right,
with
right.
be with you.
Okay,
You know
okay.
what I mean?
Oh,
So, I mean, it's a hard thing to do. It really
it
is.
is.
It really is. I'm not, man, look here, let me tell you something. I don't play around. I got a good name for a reason because I have not did anything with anybody in this doggone gym. Uh-uh. What
Oh,
you do is respect me. Put some respect on my name. All right?
okay. Respect on
Put
your
some
name.
put some respect on it. Am I saying too much? I think I'm saying too much.
I'm like this. I like to be candid because I like people to understand what really goes on in this business. So I wouldn't have you up
it's
here if I
it's
know.
not it's not all what everybody say think it is. The glitz and the glamour, yes, it's there. The
Right,
traveling, it's there.
right.
Getting the chance to wear nice clothes and stay in top notch 4-star, 5-star hotels and private jets, and that is there. It's
Hmm.
there. I just thank God he placed me in situations where I can enjoy it and I don't have those bad stories like a lot of people have.
True. That's true. Kurt Barber said, "Y'all are about to make me cry, and I don't want to. I don't want to do it. Well, don't do it then. Laugh."
I can't. I can't.
He said, "Thank you guys for just being you." Yeah, but the Atlanta scene is different than what it was. I wish a lot of the artists now could witness it how it was back in the 90s. It was a great thing. And I got to do a lot of stuff too. You got to do a lot of stuff, but that takes you into what's going on with Crissy now.
Crissy now, let me tell you, Crissy has grown. Crissy, out of 15 years with Beyonce, a little longer, um, working with all these people, I got a chance to really observe, like I said before, at the top of this hour,
Mm,
that observe everything and take it all in and digest it to make Crissy a better entertainer, creator, singer, entrepreneur, all of that. Because a lot of people that y'all don't see, they're entrepreneurs and they got businesses outside of the entertainment business.
that's very true. Very true.
Because at the end of the day, look at what's going on now. What's going on now? Nothing. Ain't nothing going on. Ain't nobody traveling. We can't go to Europe. We can't go to nowhere. You can stay at home.
Nope.
That's what
We
you can
can't
do.
go
You
nowhere.
have, listen, you can go collect $200 and stay at the house. I mean, I'm just saying it's like there's nothing to do, but what you can do is figure out what was that thing that you wanted to do growing up that had
Mhm.
nothing to do with the industry? What's
Right.
that business that you wanted to start but you couldn't because you didn't have enough time? Now that's all you got is time.
That's
So
right.
what Crissy is doing, I'm very creative. So I have like a lot of shows in my head. One of
Yes.
them, I started a talk show called Coffee with Crissy. That's coming back. I have another one called Table Talk, which I'm looking for a host for. I will be the creator, and it's already started, but I'm about to do revamping. So I'm looking for people who really ready to get on air that can really do some
I
things.
can really do some things.
Um,
Yes.
and I'm launching at the top of September my
Okay, this is
own.
the big one. Hold up. Is
Yes,
this the big one? All right.
yes, it is.
Brrrr. Go for it.
I am launching World to Teach tutoring services for parents and for children that's going to school, virtual learning as well as in person learning, as well as not just the reading, the writing, the math, social studies, and all of that. It's also going to be a side for arts, for
Mm,
music, band, acting. I'm like, I know a lot of actors, I know a lot of singers, I know a lot of musicians, and a lot of parents want to put their kids in arts because arts is now taken away. So for them
that's
to be
right.
able to play certain things, it's now the time. So World to Teach is getting ready to drop September 1st. And it's not just for kids, if adults, if you have not gotten your GED or your high school diploma, we are helping you with that. If you are trying to get a trade, do barbering or whatever, listen, this has nothing to do with the industry. This is something that God gave me
Mm,
in March, the end of March, when the pandemic hit, and we was trying to work with my niece and my nephew, and we didn't know what we were doing with their homework. I know I helped with a couple of zeros they got, and I know I did.
I
So
know
I'm
you
just
did.
excited. I'm working on my project. I got 2 singles out of a whole bunch of music that I've been recording, but I got 2 ones that I really, really like. It is something totally, totally different.
I know. So, Chrissy, though, you're working on a new project, right?
Right.
How different? Well, first, let me say this. Kurt Barber says, I still would like to do a master class with you, Chrissy.
That's still going on. The master class, if people have, oh, I'm rescheduling it. I just thought about it. I don't have it with me, but I was starting to do master classes every month. And
Mhm.
right when the pandemic hit, it was supposed to be another master class. Now I still can't do nothing in person, and there's a lot of people, so I'm gonna have to do it virtually and do it Zoom.
Right. I would love to
So,
team up with you in that because, I'm what they call a star coach. I teach people how to be
oh,
stars, since
oh,
Success of Usher, and I even worked with your girl, Kelly Rowland, and some other people. So
oh.
I do some things.
Why you ain't never worked with me?
Because you work weird. Yeah, you know what? That is right. I
I can
mean,
still learn.
that's true, Chrissy. You know what? We might need to do that.
I mean,
But
I'm still
you're
teachable.
already a star.
I'm still teachable. It's still some areas I know nothing about.
Hold on. Okay. All right. I needed a little
Oh,
mess.
what the? What just happened? What in the world, honey? What is going on over there? What spraying? What are you spraying?
It's a vitamin C mist. I just needed it because
Oh,
it's
wait a minute. Vitamin C mist? I know
like,
that. Where you get that
yeah,
from?
I'll tell you offline. It's vitamin C and folic acid or whatever. It gives you a little glow or something. I don't know.
Oh, I need to glow.
It's nice. It smells good too. But anyway, let's get
Uh-huh.
back to that. So he wanted to do the master class. So you are doing that. Let's do that. Let's and whatever, like on your new project, I would love to come and sit in and talk to you about some little stuff and everything. Crissy,
I would love to sit down. I have so many ideas. I have a game show idea. I have a series idea. I mean, I have a lot of ideas. It's like since this whole pandemic, God has been flooding my my mind with different just shows.
right?
And I'm like, huh?
I want to ask you a question because I know you've been acting and you've been everything, and I want to like publicly offer you something that I'm working on.
What you want to offer me?
You know what? I can't tell nobody yet, but I
What you
want
can offer me? What boy?
it. It's a role. I'll tell you about it later because I can't speak
What
on
you
it yet.
want? What you want? What you want?
I just had an idea. I think you'll be great for it, and I
But
definitely will.
but why when people say something, they gotta what you talking about?
What you talking?
They
What?
start whispering and start looking around. What you
Yeah, that's funny, right?
what you say?
So, so how you gonna bottle up all these ideas that you have, and how is that gonna work?
Well, I of course everything is written down, and I've become a person of I'm never gonna say never. I coulda, shoulda, woulda.
Mm,
I'm not gonna go through life with that. And maybe if I would have tried it, no, I'm just gonna try it. So I
yeah.
wrote everything down, and I have ideas. I don't I don't claim to know everything, but I
Hmm.
know a lot of people,
Hmm.
and so it's like if you like the idea, you want to buy it, you can. You want me
Hmm.
to be a part of it? Hey, I love to be a part of it. Although I'm doing 10,000 things, I still love to do it.
How do you?
So
How do you? Go ahead. I'm
no,
sorry.
so I mean, I was just gonna say so. That's it.
So okay. How do you? What's the difference you think with the artist now than it was then for us? Like
Mm.
when we were coming up. What do you think? I want to hear some real candid stuff.
You sure you want to? You
You
want me
know
to?
what? We are the heat
You want me?
seekers, and we tell artists like it is all the time. But when I get a guest up here that can tell you like it is, we want to hear it because we seek the heat. And right now, I'm feeling a whole lot of flame, baby.
Oh, okay. So the difference between the artists now and the artists back then, I'm gonna sound real old. In my day, um, honestly, we worked at our craft. It
Mm,
wasn't like, okay, we may have sampled a little bit, but we
hmm.
didn't go overboard with the sampling.
Right,
And
right,
it was creative sessions, and you were part of a team, and it was things that made sense and sounded good and made sense when you were singing it.
right,
Everything wasn't always about sex. And
right.
it was about love, honor. It was about, happy music. It was music that made you want to say, hey, hey, you
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? It's songs now that make you want to say, hey, but it's hey, hey with a gun in your hand. I'm trying to understand
Hmm.
where the flip happened.
Right.
Because now, and I love my females that are out there right now,
Mm,
but I'm not going to get naked just to sell some units.
right, right.
It's like, I'm so it comes to a point where you get disgusted
Hmm.
because there's other little kids that you're not thinking about the other kids that's out here. You're not thinking about them that's trying to mimic what you do.
Yeah.
They're mimicking that, and then there's pedophiles out here. There are children that are men that are raping kids, and yet and
Wow.
still you're not thinking about those things. Back in the day, we thought about those things. When ladies went out there and sung, they looked classy. Even if it was a sexy classy, they looked sexy and classy. It wasn't.
Hmm.
I mean, now just go out with some pasties and in a see-through slip or something. That's all you need on. You don't need no panties on, no nothing.
But
It's all about selling something. I mean, honestly, it gets me mad.
hmm.
It gets me mad because there's no female singers out. Where the female singers at?
I agree with you.
I mean, they all sound the same. I'm sorry. I love her. Ella, what's the girl?
LMA.
Ella May, her.
Okay.
Seven. Who the other child?
Scissor.
Who?
Scissor.
SZA. Uh, who?
Uh,
Ayoki Yaka. Who? I like her, but I can't remember her name. Ayo.
but you can hear it, and it sounds like a lot of people. You got
They
everybody.
all sound the same.
And I think that's because the industry had carved this thing or this lane that they want everybody. Well, if this make money, then everybody do this. Back in our day, everybody did their own thing, and we all loved all of it.
Oh my gosh. You know what I'm saying? When Keith Sweat came and did his thing, you had Joe, and Joe came out. He was different. You had Carl Thomas with his crazy behind. He came on out there.
What up, Carl?
Carl Thomas, who I love to death, honey. I love
That's my boy.
Carl Thomas. You hear me?
Mm-hmm. And see,
and then the same thing with the females. It was like, you had a good variety of music. Yep. And right now, we don't have that variety. We really don't.
Do you think
I'm forced to listen to the radio?
Do you think it'll ever get back to that?
I think with everybody being home right now and everybody's getting a chance to reevaluate things, hopefully it will. But right now, everybody and their child is coming out with a project. And for me, it is like I'm taking my time because guess what they're doing? They're saturating the whole platform. And so it's going to be so much lost music. It's going to be so much lost music because it's going to be so much music.
Yeah.
So it's going to be like, oh my God, what in the world?
What in the world? Right. It's crazy.
As a matter of fact, what in the world? What in the world is going on with all of this stuff? I need everybody to vote. For real though, y'all have not, if y'all have, I know I switched the subject. I'm sorry, but it was the world. I'm so pissed off at this doggone Republican conference, whatever the crap that thing was. And listen. And I'm so sick and tired of hearing people talking about holding their vote hostage.
So okay, we going into.
Sorry, I switched gears, but I got mad real quick.
But I mean, we were gonna go there anyway. How are you feeling about everything that's going on? Like, how are you feeling driving a BMW black? Because I know you're in a Beamer. So, how do you feel about being black and driving a Beamer?
Listen, let's just not even talk about driving the Beamer, but how I'm sitting in my house. Right. I don't feel safe.
You don't feel safe?
I don't feel safe nowhere because they're putting fear in all white people. They are putting fear in. I'm saying that they are. They're going to come into your homes. They're going to kill you in your suburbs. They're going to come and they're going to vandalize.
Oh my God. Is that what they're saying? Crissy, I know she ain't go out on that part. So I guess Trump ain't like you. So Trump done turned you off. Come on back. You got to get him. Suburbia done got you. I see you trying to come on back. But I hear you. So
I'm trying to come back. But you can hear me. That's cool though.
But I want to thank people for coming in. Y'all listening to some real right here from Crissy Collins, better known as the Mamas, one of the Mamas, and backing up Beyonce. And
I don't understand why this thing ain't let me out. Y'all, let me tell you what happened. He did get
what happened was
he got mad. Number 45 got mad. They hear us.
Okay, they hear you.
They don't want me to speak my truth.
Hey, speak your truth.
But y'all can hear me, and let me tell you what's gonna happen. I'm gonna be on the show now is gonna be called Kevin and Crissy, honey. Heat it up, honey. It's gonna be the heat with Crissy. It's gonna be the heat with Kevin and Chris.
Okay, I know that's right. The heat, huh? The heat.
That's what they think they gonna silence me.
They say, I'm waiting for my answer, Kevin. Yes, Kirk Barber, your answer is, it's not that I never developed you. You're a star already. Now you want to cultivate that. We can talk. Because you already got it. You got it, Kirk. Keep doing it. Anyway, that's your answer. Crissy, you still there in the darkness? So, I don't know what happened to Crissy, but we're gonna. I know DJ Reg is gonna get her back on. So y'all, Crissy is funny, funny, funny. This Friday is I'm calling this Freaky Friday Heat Seeker New Music Day Live because Crissy really does says it like it is, and I forgot how she was when she talked, but we do listen. But none other than that, she's a very talented female artist and singer, and I'm glad that she's working on a new project. And you just popped up like now. Look,
Listen, because they think they're gonna silence me, but they're not. I'm gonna be nice.
look.
Kurt. First of all, let me say this, Kurt Barr.
Yeah.
You gonna call Kevin on your own time. Y'all gonna talk about y'all thing a little later on. I love you. You know I do. But yeah, no.
Yo, you got my mom tripping. She said, Crissy, you are too real. That's what my mom said.
Mama, I love you. You know how I do. Listen, I'm so mad because this man has spewed out so many lies last night as he talked for 75 minutes and he knew he was tired because he started slurring. That's the longest that man has ever talked. Okay. And I'm mad because people are not looking and seeing how even if you look at his relationship with his wife, there is no communication. She look like she stay on the east wing and he stay in the west. They have no type of chemistry, not even with the children. At least with Joe Biden and his wife, they were touching, laughing, yeah, and smiling. They didn't say nothing. It was, if you think what you do, you know, we've done more for the U.S. than anybody else. That's what we did. We did that. We did more for Black people than anybody else is in this country.
Wow.
I'm like, how do you fix your lips to say stuff like that? How do you fix a lot of stuff that he said? It's like, is anybody even reading in his whole campaign that we've all been watching the news, not just CNN, MSNBC, you know, Fox. We've been all trying to see where is this laying. And I got kind of upset. And I talked to you about it a little bit about Ice Cube and what he said. I didn't get upset, but it's a fine time to say something. And when he said it was 73 days before election. Now, the time that should have been said way before election, how about this? Early voting.
Wait, Ice Cube or Ice T? Make sure
Ice Cube.
Ice Cube. Oh.
Yeah, okay. Ice Cube was like, what is he going to do for us? Us what? You live in a mansion with a different tax bracket. Where us is you talking about? Okay. And I just want to know this. When is everybody going to stop waiting for somebody to come into the Black community and clean it up when we have not cleaned it up? You can't expect somebody to have a plan for us when we don't have a plan for ourselves. I'm sick of this crap now. I'm really sick of it now. Y'all open up y'all mouths and y'all talking about where y'all it's not right and we need to make a stand. Take a stand. Y'all got all of y'all got money. All of y'all got power. Why don't y'all get together with Killer Mike being the lead? Because he is the only one that I know that is trying to make a difference. I love you, Killer Mike. I will work with you any day.
Yes, sir.
Anybody, they all need to get with him. Get these Black businesses, help these Black businesses, Black owned, help us to get right. And so we can support each other. Then y'all need to call a town hall meeting. Invite President 45 and Biden and come and let's talk about what y'all gonna do for us. Because it has to start somewhere. But y'all expecting them to come and say, well, for Black communities, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna clean it up. We're gonna go ahead and just get the people down there. What do you want them to do? When all day long, I'm sorry, I'm on a rant.
No, but it's good.
All day long, every time you turn on the news, somebody Black then killed somebody Black.
Okay, somebody said I vote for Crissy. I know that's right.
Crissy, I'm so sick of this doggone crap. Killer Mike, can you please run instead of Kanye?
Oh, ain't that your friend? That's your uncle, right?
Killer Mike, can you please run?
You know, Crissy.
Does he see this? Can he see this?
Who? Kanye or Killer?
Killer Mike.
Yeah, Killer Mike can see this.
Killer Mike. Killer Mike. I love your wife. I love your family. I love what you stand for, man. For real. You need to do a big old platform concert. I will definitely sing.
Yes. Crissy, you are amazing. You are so funny to me. You got everybody up here just dying right now.
I'm just saying, y'all. I mean, I'm tired of this crap. Why is everybody thinking that these people gonna come in here and do something for us? They never did nothing. Ain't never did nothing for us. I'm so heated right now. I'm
You
so
know,
heated.
I don't want you to get too heated before you go into the studio and do the things
Are
you
we
gotta.
finished?
Oh yeah, no, we're not finished yet. We got a few more. We got like 10 more minutes.
I was about to say, wait a minute, did you cut me off?
No, you got it, Crissy.
Oh, goodness. Oh, honey.
You're a
Y'all
mess.
know that. You see, if for some of y'all don't know, Kevin has known me for so long. He know this is how I am.
Mm-hmm.
And I just really want everybody to vote. Now that you have seen the Democratic convention and you've seen the Republican convention, you know where the stands are. Lies and not lies, but
Mm-hmm.
scaring them. It's to me, both parties are both wrong. They both have their issues, but I'd rather deal with one that is going to be brand new and that he knows the Oval Office.
Mm-hmm.
He knows hurt and he knows being vulnerable because he
Mm-hmm.
lost so many people.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and it's not about Camila either. It's not about her. It's
Right.
about because I've seen what he's done in the White House when he was with Obama.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Everybody make mistakes. Nobody is perfect. And I need people to stop thinking that people are perfect. Not even we know these politicians are not perfect. They all got a little bit of in them.
Mm-hmm.
But I do believe if we make enough noise and talk to these people, they're gonna listen. We gotta keep protesting, keep standing.
Right. You just did a slow mo.
I know.
Whatever
Am I there?
I see you, but you're like, 45 and them ain't trying to have you.
They not trying to have me.
You know what? I
See,
was gonna ask you. I was gonna ask you just since you did all that. Just a little bit of yes, Jesus love me, please. Because Jesus need to love everybody. Right about now.
right, say it like that, you idiot. Yes. Is that right, Key? Yes, Jesus loves me. Oh, yes. Jesus loves me.
Mm.
Oh, oh, yes. Jesus loves me. For the Bible tells
Mm.
me so.
That's what I'm talking about. After all that ranting and raving, talking about yes, Jesus love you. I
Oh,
guess
he lost me because he tried to keep me calm.
he tried to keep you calm. So, what would you say to the artists out there now that's striving to do and make the accomplishments that you've made and so many others? What would you say they need to do?
Know who you are.
Hmm.
Know whose you are.
Hmm.
Stand for, don't stand for everything, stand for great things.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Know your gift. Always study your gift.
You know what? And there you have it. I don't know what she's doing, but she's gonna come back and she's gonna redo that and say that again because you just like puffed the magic dragon because you disappear a lot. But anyway, Crissy just blessed us with "Yes, Jesus Love Me." She's most famous for that, and Tyler Perry goes to jail. Medea goes to jail, and when she sings that, everybody just loses their mind. I don't know if any of you ever had the opportunity to see that play. Um, I don't know if you'll ever see it again. You can order it, I think. But to see Crissy do that part is just amazing. And big ups to her and congratulations for all the accomplishments she's made. And she's working on a new project. So we definitely want to check that out. Crissy Collins, yes, she sang with Kelly Price. She sang with Fantasia. She worked with R. Kelly. She worked with Monica. But you all know her mostly probably for working with Beyonce. She's always there, like, holding it down for the bees, the beehive, and the mamas. I love seeing the mamas perform. So yeah, she getting a lot of praise. Crissy, can you hear me? Or oh, she can't even hear me. So I hope she come back so she can say bye to everybody. But again, we are the Heat Seekers. I know during this time, sometimes we normally do our shows on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Sometimes if you don't see a show, don't fret because we will be coming back Monday, Wednesday, and Friday as everyone gets their schedules together because things are continuously changing with the pandemic and everything. Some people going back to work, some people, so we're going to try to get that together because we have a lot more in store for you as the months come. So please stay tuned and check into that. And what else I got? Some new news, a lot of good things coming up. I want to shout out to everybody again. All the people, thank y'all. Myra, I see you. Zeldine White, happy birthday again. Calvin Bishop, I see you. I need to talk to you too. Donna, saying hi to you. And Veldrick Shelby, Jamel Lloyd, what's up with you? Curtis, Ricky Harris. Wow. Everybody came in today. That's nice. Monique, happy birthday to you too, because I know you had a birthday. So once again, I just wanted to shout out to everybody and say, y'all saw Crissy. I don't even know if she's coming back. I don't know. I thought the new Beamer's supposed to have, the good system and everything. So I don't know where she's at right now. Maybe her phone died, but that's okay. But we are the Heat Seekers, and Crissy is definitely Heat Seekers approved. I want to shout out to NY Lady J, Red Dread, Brianna Roche, In the House Media, King's Bread, Jay Morris. Shout out to everybody. Crissy said it won't let her back in. Red Dread, she said it won't let her back in. So I don't know what that means, but she just said it won't let her back in. So with that being said, I'm going to call her offline, but I thank all of you guys for coming in. I am Kevin Bryant, and be looking out for us Monday, and we will talk to you soon. Thank you, Crissy Collins from the Mamas, coming in. Red Dread is on you whenever, but if she can't come back in, I don't know how to do that, but we want you back.